Mark Zuckerberg shocked everyone by announcing the terrifying connection between COVID and the Metaverse. If it wasn't for COVID, the Metaverse would have been quite invisible right now, don't you agree? You would after watching this video. So have you heard of the Metaverse boom in the real estate sector? Yes, we are talking about digital real estate. Many may not have realized this factor, but yes, it is out there happening right under your nose. So how could this change our lives? If you're as curious as we are, keep watching to find out. Hello everyone, welcome back to your favorite channel, Metaverse Area, where we entertain you with new updates about the Metaverse and what exactly the future holds for us. Also, don't forget to subscribe and click that little bell icon right there for more updates. That being said, let's begin. So, do you know there is a terrifying connection between COVID and Metaverse? Sounds terrifying, right? Well, that is exactly what Mark Zuckerberg is announcing to everyone. COVID is here, and nothing we do is going to change this pandemic situation. There was no turning back the clock to trace back a world that was simple with hardly anyone aware of the lockdown lifestyle. But here we are. And now touching a person could be life-threatening, so we basically have zero social life. Or is there a way to overcome this factor? Yes, we do have the power to escape the social distancing world and enter into a disease-free alternative world. Let it be routine or exotic. The person can be resolved by entering the Metaverse, a world free from the burdens of the pandemic world. The major reason for its boom is the businesses that focus on work and production based on non-physical work. Employees are still skeptical of returning to the actual workplace because COVID-19 is still ongoing and the threat of getting affected is abundant. Now imagine what if you get to work on Metaverse. Hold meetings, an ideal place to wander, to network and to mingle as well. The question in the earlier days was, will they open or won't they open? We meant the workplace, of course. However, now the question is indirectly answered. Bringing back the physical presence at work is a far-fetched idea, even if COVID-19 is not here to stay. The debate is argued and done. On one hand, it is the officer-goers, but on the other, we need to focus on the pathetic situation of children. If adults fear COVID-19 infection, then imagine the state of kids. Thus, school is the ultimate hot topic, and the discussion is never ending. Many think children's education should not be left out hanging dry. If the pursuit of knowledge is stopped or hindered, the continuation is difficult to pursue. School is a hot-button topic. After all, how many times school has been reopened and closing? And worst of all, students were sent home for quarantine due to exposure to COVID-19 from teachers and their classmates. It is quite obvious such frequent interruptions would affect their learning flow. Now imagine a situation where uninterrupted education with zero infection threats. Yes, what if schools went online full-time? We are not talking about the usual login, muting and switching off of the video kind of class that goes one way. We are talking about highly interactive and immersive classes, even better than the actual real-world classes. Remember Second Life? Though introduced in the mid-2000s, it was not an instant hit because only now educators have realized the importance of digital education. No wonder Second Life has hit the highest user account post-COVID. Now is the right time for all educators to turn into digital natives. Even Roblox is into promoting online education. Wondering what Roblox, a full-time online gaming platform, has got to do with education? Well, they have allotted $10 million to support STEM space, and it is not like it isn't working as already 7 million kids have enrolled their online education programs, and Roblox is aiming at 100 million kids by 2030. Mark Zuckerberg's strength lies in his loyal users. Let it be Facebook, Instagram, or now the Quest 2. All have dominating viewership, and it is something that has been growing over the years with very little publicity. It is basically the quality of their service, and this huge viewership is going to be the success of their business venture. Meta also got a year's head start in not only the idea, but also in getting its Oculus line of headsets, related software, deep research into augmented reality, and likewise. With about 10 million users in the Metaverse, it is still comparatively small when it comes to its Instagram active users of 1.3 billion, who are busy using the Spark AR tool of Meta's. However, even that statistic is pretty low for an idea that has been promoted for a year now by many of the giant conglomerates. From the beginning, Meta's Metaverse aims at becoming the inhabitable VR and AR world that will require continued investment and talent across this business and collaboration from VR developers, essentially to develop one core social VR hub to shape the future of VR. Phew, done. Still not getting a hold of what we are trying to say? Then fine. Imagine VR is the internet, and Metaverse is Google. Now do you get the drift? Just as you have guessed, Google provides the gateway to a whole lot of applications, platforms, and users, and all of that can be accessed through the internet. Yes, got it? Isn't it amazing compatibility? You don't need multiple platforms, because as of now, it differs according to what game you play, beginning from switching it to your PC, and then opening Steam, and later switching from Oculus VR to Steam VR, and henceforth. All because you would have different accounts, different avatars, different graphics, and different customizations, out of which you would need a cross-progression Flash unified avatar system for all or most applications for continuity at a bare minimum. Hence, Meta's promise for a seamless experience is welcomed with open arms. However, this feature has not satisfied all. Customization according to our apps has become quite regular and hence expected now. For instance, take our YouTube homepage. Isn't it organized and focused on a particular subject? This is our version of reality, a well-tailored one. Well, this algorithmic data collection is present everywhere. Let it be the people you might know or places you might have visited, all are suggestions, which is another form of engagement technique. Then how come the Metaverse is going to be any different? It is going to be yet another specifically tailored, heavily moderated, and completely advertisers-biased VR or AR world. Heard of Justin Bieber and Snoop Dogg concerts recently? Amidst pandemic, crowd gathering is a ban. You say? But they did conduct online concerts. Did you miss them this time? Then no worries, you can catch up again next time. If you are a person who misses adrenaline-pumping open arena concerts and social events, then don't worry. These virtual events are meant just for you. It is not the same as being in person in an empty theater, but it's still better than just being stuck at home alone. According to statistics, about 45% attended such virtual events, but after the pandemic, 87% have tried this type of virtual event at least once. Such a huge number despite the last-minute cancellation possibility. This is a huge advantage for all. Everyone is safe not only from COVID exposure, but also from crowd crushing, suffocation, and cannabis culture influence. Remember the Astroworld disaster? That could be completely avoided. Metaverse is now what e-commerce used to be. But now, can you live without ordering through e-commerce? That is how Mark Zuckerberg has come to believe that the Metaverse is inevitable and it is here to stay. It is just that the pandemic has helped that process a bit. According to him, this idea began in terms of social media, where we get to keep in touch with family and friends despite the distance. What if you could have avatars and engage in activities that are very much like a mirror world? This social alternative was well received, thus pushing the Metaverse to the adoption line. It is well understood by now that COVID and Metaverse are well connected. Was your mind blown? It must be, because all this while Mark Zuckerberg has been planning the Metaverse world based on this connection. But we didn't even realize it. At least from now on, use Metaverse to enjoy the thrills of the virtual world and make your life easier in this pandemic world. That's it for the day, guys. We hope that this video was up to your standards regarding Metaverse related information. If you enjoyed our video, then do not forget to hit the like button. Also, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so that the next time we come up with more interesting Metaverse stuff, you get notified right away. And we'll see you in the next one.